It is time to start writing the second half of this football season story, and now we have all the reversed fixtures from the opening day. So first in this highlight show we'll be having Aston Villa take on Manchester United from Villa Park, and then we'll be taking a detour from the league to the FA Cup for the next round, and our match is Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Highlights of both those games coming next. So it is finally time for the Premier League to start coming together as we begin the second half of the story. And here we go again. It's now all the reversed fixtures from the opening day. So now we're at Villa Park to see Aston Villa take on Manchester United. And this is going to be a very important second half for Gregg Popovich, because he really needs to bring the gap down to Tottenham Hotspur, because the story of the first half of the season was really about Jose Mourinho and his currently unbeaten side as of right now. So that, as far as the league is concerned, is what we're going to be focusing on there. Elsewhere, however, let's tell you about a couple of draws that have happened in cup competitions recently, and well, one is a big one, isn't it? In the FA Cup next round, Manchester United will be taking on Crystal Palace, but it's in the Champions League where the big one has really come up. Manchester United up against Juventus in the first knockout round of the Champions League. That is going to be a tough one for Coach Popovich to navigate, and I don't think anyone would really blame him if he did get knocked out at that stage. So really, in terms of realistic silverware, it seems like once again the FA Cup is the one that Popovich can really realistically win. Kind of given up on the league for now. Jose Mourinho, it has to be his unbeaten run has to end for starters, but Igalo has put that in 1-0 to Manchester United. And the story that really built up at the first half of the season is the first unit for Coach Popovich plays exquisite football, and the second one always succumbs to a draw or loss. But right here, right now, Mata playing a great pass to Igalo, and Igalo doing all the right things and putting it past the keeper, and it's 1-0. The man who was brought on loan from Shanghai club is sort of a temporary replacement for Romelu Lukaku until maybe they can get a star striker in, because they haven't really got one. You would say that, but obviously we're talking about Lukaku and Ibrahimovic. But maybe Mason Greenwood in particular is really making a case for himself, because that's another story for Manchester United this season, the rise and the impeccable form of Mason Greenwood. So maybe he's making a case for Manchester United to not buy a secondary option, although it wouldn't certainly hurt. Mason Greenwood has made the bench, but Manchester United have not needed him thus far. Odion Igalo has given his team the lead. It's a crucial, they need to get this period of the season started with a win, and they've done all the right things at the moment. But again, struggling to keep the ball, but it's goals that win you games. And United definitely proved that this season. At the break, Villa 0, United 1. One last chance for Villa perhaps. We are in the dying seconds of the game. Not enough time. And a 1-0 win for Manchester United wasn't pretty, but they will take the 3 points. But they need Spurs to drop a lot if they're going to catch up. But the win, the only thing they can do now is win and hope. Let's take a look at the other scores coinciding with today's coverage. Sheffield United 3-0 losers against Everton as their fight for safety is getting bleaker and bleaker by the game, unfortunately. Newcastle have grabbed a 1-0 win against Bournemouth. Arsenal have dropped points against West Ham United with a 0-0 draw. Watford have beat Burnley by 3-1. Crucially, and very crucially with that as well, we'll get to a second score in a moment, but there's a crucial result at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea have lost to Crystal Palace. Leicester City have beat Wolves by 1-0, but at Anfield it has happened. Liverpool have beaten Spurs by 2-0, and Jose Mourinho's unbeaten season has come to an end, and both those results are very, very crucial as Manchester United managed to win today. Manchester City beat Brighton of Albion by 4-2, and Norwich City managed to get a 1-0 win from Southampton. They have been the bottom strugglers for this season so far, but very, very crucial scores at Stamford Bridge and Anfield. And here's what that means for the table then. Jose Mourinho still with a 7-point lead over Everton, my apologies. Everton go into second. They've actually been there, I think, since the second half of the season finished. But Chelsea's loss was not enough to propel Manchester United into third or second, but it certainly has put them within touching distance of second now. Arsenal down into fifth on 40 points. City, West Ham, Leicester, Liverpool and Aston Villa completing the top 10. So Aston Villa, despite their loss, still in with a top 10 finish. Newcastle 11th, followed by Bournemouth, Watford, Burnley, Wolves, Southampton, Brighton. Crystal Palace have dropped into the relegation zone, I believe. Where Sheffield United are sort of getting there. They are now 6 points in safety, but for Norwich City, their struggle continues. Not reaching double figures, but a couple of crucial scores today may just have shook up the Premier League, my apologies, quite a bit slightly. It's still a firm grip on at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but that loss will certainly shake his team up a bit. Welcome to the return of the FA Cup, and Crystal Palace are taking on Manchester United in this round of the competition, and Palace have some real headaches following the sacking of Roy Hodgson earlier this week. They have been placed in caretaker charge, and what a match the replacement manager has got today between a red-hot Manchester United, who will be absolutely buzzing from the week's results, where they won 1-0 against Aston Villa in a week where both Chelsea and Spurs both lost and dropped points, and their league form will now be hopefully a morale-boosting situation. But they have to deal with the FA Cup first, the competition that Gregg Popovich has struggled to win in his time here. And for this evening, he is playing his best side, which was obviously to be the case, I guess, and the clues were in against Aston Villa when he played the second unit, as it were. And well, Popovich does have a kind of score to settle in this competition. It has been the one that got away from him 2 seasons ago in the final against Chelsea, and he just wants to win it and get the monkey off his back. Mason Greenwood already is bursting forward. Oh, Mason Greenwood! Oh, and it's another goal for Mason Greenwood, and I don't think anyone is even surprised. Mason Greenwood is just loving life in front of goal. Rather extravagant celebration, but I think with the form Mason Greenwood's on, he can afford to celebrate. Well, a throw here by Wayne Hennessy wasn't a bad one, but Ruben Neves, I think it was, with the header forward. Jalovic. Nibali to Pogba. To Martial. Rashford. Greenwood. Back to Marcus Rashford. In 2-0. It's too easy for United. It's another goal, and it's another one for Marcus Rashford. And he's going to do another extravagant celebration of his own. Manchester United absolutely on song, as usual. And if we did say that the morale-boosting win against Aston Villa, following the losses for Jose Mourinho's Spurs team and Frank Lampard's Chelsea team, improving their league prospects, they're certainly carrying that into the FA Cup. And look at this pass, shoot, goal. Gregg Popovich style football. It scores again, and United are in command once again. Palace 0, United 2 within the first 20 minutes. And if that keeps up, we'll be having another very high scoring game from United's forwards. United just in red hot form at the moment, and up here by 3 goals to 0. We haven't even reached half an hour yet, and Manchester United are absolutely in cruise control. And a rare goal, and a deserved one at that, for Diego Dalot. Trying to play a corner there to Rashford. And, well, it was going to be a tough night for Crystal Palace's new manager, and it's just been made even tougher. Greenwood, Rashford, Dalot, 3-0, and it already looks game over. And Manchester United just in total command again, though less of the ball. But as we've said at Aston Villa, it's goals to win your games, and Manchester United have that in abundance. Palace 0, United 3 in the first half of this FA Cup. It already looks over at the break. Oh, and Victor Lindelof. Oh, that was almost a real mess up there by Victor Lindelof. That would have been totally his fault. Well, United just getting by with a clean sheet at the end there, but the damage was all done in the first half. It was going to be a difficult night for the Palace manager today, but Greenwood, Rashford and Dalot scoring all the goals. So let's take you through all the scores in the third round. Liverpool winning 4 goals to 0 at Anfield against Brighton of Albion. Aston Villa 3, Leicester City 0. It's probably a more surprising result, but given Villa's season, probably not entirely. Frank Lampard bounces back from his Premier League loss with a 5-0 win at Hull City. Tottenham Hotspur back to winning ways, at least in the FA Cup, 2-0 against Southampton, but there is a scalp, and a huge one for Mikel Arteta. His Arsenal side have been lost to Brentford by 3 goals to 1 after extra time. And that's the biggest scalp of the round so far. Everton losing 1-0 to Newcastle United, and Watford losing 3-0 to Manchester City.